David, very good afternoon to you. How does it feel to be defending the World Heavyweight Championship of the world in England, in Manchester?
It's brilliant. You know, you might have been told this, but it hasn't been a heavyweight championship fought, you know, in the UK for 10 years. So, you know, to be the first one back. I think the last time was when Lennox Lewis fought France Botha in the London Arena many years ago. And I was actually at that fight. And for me to be, you know, defending my heavyweight championship, you know, in Britain, in Manchester, it's a great feeling.
How has your life changed since November?
I've been very busy. Been a lot of different functions to go to, but you know, things haven't changed that dramatically. I'm still focused on doing what needs to be done inside the ring, and that happens in training. And I'm back in training now, so you know all the little functions to go to, all these dinners, they're over. It's time for the hard graft, and it's time to go to war.
Have you been enjoying the glitz and the glamour of being a world champion?
You know, I was world champion before. I was the cruiserweight world champion, you know, and I was a unified cruiserweight champion. But you're right, it's a little different, you know, as being the heavyweight champion of the world. You know, not only the boxing fans or sports fans in general know you. You know, everybody knows who the heavyweight champion is. And you know, I've been getting a lot of love from a lot of people. You know, I've been getting a lot of pats on the back. You know, a lot of keep representing Britain, and that's what I'm all about. You know, I'm out here to entertain people, and I'm looking forward to having my fight at the NBN Arena. I know tickets have just gone on sale. And I expect a full house, and I expect a real good night.
Yeah, you have been world champion before, but there is that different kudos surrounding being the world heavyweight champion of the world, isn't it? I mean, does that elevation to the celebrity circuit help or hinder you in your boxing career? Because it can be a little bit of a distraction, can't it? Yeah.
If you let it sort of consume you, it can be a big distraction. But you know, one thing I'm good at is you know, cutting off. When it's time to cut off from that side of things, I can go straight to the gym and focus 100% on training. And I know at this stage of the game, no matter how much of a celebrity I am, it's not going to help me when John Ruiz is trying to knock me out. You know, I've got to be in the best possible condition, and to do that, I've got to be in the gym, you know, twice a day, every day, grafting hard, and that's what I'm doing now. So come April 3rd, you're going to see a prime haymaker. You're going to see me in the best possible condition, and you're going to see me knocking out John Ruiz.
Let's talk about John Ruiz, because you were quite adaptable in your approach to the fight against Nikolai Valuev.
Yeah.
How are you going to tackle John Ruiz?
He's a completely different animal. For one, he's a foot shorter than Valuev. You know, he only weighs a stone heavier than me, opposed to 7 stone like Valuev was. So he's a similar sort of size to me, and I won't have to be leaping in trying to land it. He's going to be in my face. He's going to be trying to pressure me like he does in all his other fights. You know, he's not a very good boxer. You know, he's a good fighter. He's a brawler. He gets in close, roughs you up, tries to drag you in the trenches, and I can't allow that to happen. I've got to go out there, and I've got to really, you know, stand with him and break his game plan, break his heart, and knock him out. He's only been stopped once in 50-odd fights. He's very durable, very tough, very underrated. But I know this, and I'm not going to fall down the same trap as a lot of his prior opponents and go out there with a half-assed effort.
You spoke there a little bit about his record. 11 world title fights he's already picked up. This is your first defence of your world heavyweight title.
Yeah.
How can that work to your advantage?
In a way, you know, it's a disadvantage for me. He's been in the world heavyweight game for a long time. He's had well over 10 world heavyweight title fights. You know, this is my second one, and you know, it's going to benefit him in his mind. But for me, I'm a lot fresher. You know, I haven't as many miles on the clock, and I'm expecting him to underestimate me slightly, thinking that I'm coming up in weight. I've only had one, you know, big heavyweight fight. But trust me, when on April 3rd, you're going to see me go out there and you're going to see me blitz this guy.
He says he's the same sort of fighter as Carl Thompson. He was the only man to beat you, of course. Do you agree with that assessment? And is that going to influence your approach in any way?
No, I agree with him. He has got a very similar style to sort of Carl Thompson. You know, he likes to get close. He likes to try to wear people down. He can take a lot of punishment. So yeah, I agree with him on that sense. But you know, I lost to Carl Thompson, you know, many years ago. And I think he's going to be taking some confidence from that fight. But, you know, I implore him to keep watching that fight, you know, because if he thinks I'm going to make the same mistakes against him that I did against Thompson, he's in for a rude awakening.
We're speaking to John Ruiz at around about 5 o'clock English time, live on Skysports News. If you had a message to send to him right now, what would it be?
Train hard, you know, stay focused. You know, you got a big fight over here in England. And as unentertaining as you are, you know, I'm going to make your demise very entertaining. I'm going to go out there, and he's going to be getting flashbacks of his David Haye fight when he was left stretched out on the ring unconscious.
You say that he's not that entertaining. I know that you have been in the past. I mean, we remember the build-up to the Value fight with the cardboard cutout and all the sort of publicity surrounding that. You said this time you don't need to do that. Why not?
You know, no matter what I say or do, John Ruiz is going to be boring. You know, I like to call him the cure for insomnia. Nobody cares one way or another. He's a Puerto Rican American. All the guys from Puerto Rico say he's American. They don't try to claim it. All the Americans say he ain't American, he's Puerto Rican. Nobody wants him. He's a two-time heavyweight champ that nobody cares about, nobody wants because of his style. Because he goes out there and, you know, he's got no personality. But, you know, it's for me to go out there and put on a good performance and make sure this is the last time people have to see John Ruiz.
You said he's boring. I spoke to you before after a Klitschko fight that you'd been watching. You said he's boring as well. What makes you different?
You got to look at my record, look at the knockout percentage. You know, I go out there and I throw bombs from the start. You know, against even my last fight, Value, who I had a tactical fight with. You know, it was more of a strategic battle. Even in the last round, I had him all over the place. Had his legs gone with a powerful left hook. You know, I'm not known as a big left hook puncher, but I hit the guy who's probably got the best chin in boxing. You know, one of the best chins ever. You know, I had him dancing around the ring like Bambi on ice. And I don't do that for a reason because I can punch so hard.